Namaste and hello. I welcome you with my heart. In Hatha Yoga, we do postures or asanas. And the postures, they bend in all different directions. Postures that bend and arch the spine backwards are very traditional in yoga. We try to approach them in a non-aggressive way so as not to build tension. And we also try to use images that create lightness and the awareness of letting go. Physically, backward bends keep the spine flexible, but today, let's look beneath the mechanics of the posture. Yes, the chest area opens, but this is also the area of the heart, which has long been considered the site of compassion and love, and also the reservoir for a different emotion, for sadness. It is not at all uncommon to feel during backbending the surfacing of unresolved loss or past sadness. It's happened to me often. It is my own feeling that most of the time these feelings do not need an intellectual understanding, just our ability to accept the feeling as it is. I often refer to sad feelings as captured balloons, finally being released in the correct and right amount for you and for myself this day. They're gone forever, never to return. So today we're going to do some of this chest expanding and I hope a nice balanced class, and I'm sure that you'll enjoy it. Let us start by doing some warming up in your cat pose. Coming onto the knee. If you have your tie or belt, keep it handy. We might use it. All right, come into the cat pose, but first a table. The table is really, the hands are slightly beyond your shoulders, the knees are slightly behind your hips, and this is a table pose. The back is as straight, it's so straight that you could put a tea set right on my back. And now round your back and exhale. And this opens the muscles of your back. It opens the discs of your spine and the back side of you and closes in the front side of you. And then let the lower back sag slightly and lift the chin. My gaze is just slightly forward. And again, exhaling, rounding the back comfortably. And on the in-breath, let the lower back sag comfortably. And again, rounding, exhale through the nose. And on the in-breath, lifting. And last time, exhaling. Perhaps before class, you could remind yourself to do a little bit of warming up before you come to our class. Now I'm going to open my knees up just a little bit more and put one hand in the center, meaning this would be the top of the triangle and my knees at the bottom of the triangle. And now I'm going to lift my right arm up and let the in-breath lift. And this stretches, of course, the front of the chest and the back and shoulders, preparing for some of these back bendings. And now just dive down with one arm. Underneath the other arm, I'm going to put the shoulder to the floor and the cheek to the floor, and I'm just going to sink into my shoulder. It's very enjoyable, and just sink heavily. Let's try that again. Inhaling, lifting, stretching up, pausing, look up to the thumb of the hand, and exhaling down. Let's do the other side now, all right? Inhaling, lift. This is my left arm. I lift slowly. I'm not rushing. I'm encouraging you not to rush. Breath in, grow. Exhaling, diving down again. And this is a much better way to see exactly what's going on. I go down into my left shoulder, my left cheek, and I pause here and just sink into the shoulders. It really feels really quite good. These are good warm-ups to do, by the way, before we go into the class. That's it. Now let's try that one more time. Let's lift up. You're breathing. It feels wonderful. On the second, third time, pause and exhaling down. Fine. Now bring the knees together and just sit on your heels, and we're going to stretch just the right side. The other right side, Lilias. Stretch my right side. And then stretching the left. Good. And continue stretching all the muscles now down the sides of your ribs. Right and left. Left and right. Stretching. That's fine. And now just slip down. slip down onto your abdomen and reach around, and if you've got a strap, that would be fine. Just place the strap in your hands and just bring it behind you. All right, now look at the positioning of my hands so that, notice that my fingernails are facing the buttocks and that my hands are about hip-width apart. All right, stretch the hips from the hip bone right to the feet, so there's a backward stretch. And then you stretch the arms back towards the heels of your feet and increase the blade squeeze. Don't do anything more. We're just stretching the upper body. It feels good. Now, lifting the chin and inhaling, lift your shoulders up, lift the abdomen off the floor, breath in, exhaling down. And breath in and down. And again, breath in, pulling the hands down towards the heels of the feet. And now release the belt. Come onto the knees again. And just round your back. And I'd like to do a lunge pose. So let's bring the left foot up between the two hands. And here, this is again to warm up and stretch the groin or the thigh area. Turn the toe under and stretch the back leg. This is my right leg back. And bring your nose to the knee and just take your time. Breathe in now so all the back muscles open and relax. Breathe into the back, and then you drop the knee, place both hands on top of the knee, and then just going down again and back again. It's just easy going. All this hinge of the hip, take your time. Every day the body's different. Every day you just go down, you listen to your body, and be sure that your buttock muscle is tightened. Let's stretch the arms above the head, and now open up just like a bowsprit. Arms way apart, lifting the breastbone, and then hands on either side of that foot, and we'll change legs. Every day you're different, so you really do have to listen to your body. You take your time. I feel a little bit more flexible one day than I do. It could be what you ate the day before even, or how much sleep you received. So let's put the hand upon the knee, and you're going to go down and back up again, going down. And this buttock muscle is slightly contracted to protect my lower back. Pulling back and going down. And do have this nice right angle of the leg and the ankle. Raise both arms above, up to the ceiling, and just slightly pulling the arms behind your ears. Take your time. And then open the arms. It's a wonderful sort of giving, sort of a feeling of giving from the heart, opening the heart, and then just giving and pausing. And then come down again onto your abdomen. And just pausing for a moment. You could just turn your cheek and just rest for a moment and breathe in, relaxing, and exhaling out. And we're going to continue now with some more of Cobra warming up, putting the hands along the side of your rib cage. Here, one of the important building blocks, if you will, of the posture is right here in the hip area. When I say scoop, it is a pelvic tilt towards this pelvic bowl, going towards the chin. So scoop under, all right, and now relax the area. And try it one more time. Breath in, exhale, scoop, and feel the energy of the posture go right back to your heels. And this will be the last time. Breath in, exhale, scoop under, take a breath in, exhaling, lift. All right, if the hands are beneath your shoulders, the gaze is forward. Stretch right from the heels, from the hip bone right to the heels, and then coming down again. And again, scoop under. All right, and inhale, lift, and exhaling down. Try it both ways. Sometimes I try inhaling as I come up and exhaling down. Everybody is different. Again, it's interesting. Sometimes I feel more comfortable when I inhale as I go up. Swimmer's pose now is another one for the back. It's an excellent exercise for strengthening both sides of the back at the same time. So let's stretch one arm. This is my left arm out. The other hand goes about beneath the shoulder or slightly back of the shoulder. And at the same time, stretch your left arm up. Lifting the right leg up, inhale, exhale, lift. and back down. And exhale, lift. Opposite leg to opposite arm and down. Exhaling, lift. And down, and then switch to the other side. Right arm out. Left arm is beneath the shoulder, and you're going to inhale first. Exhale, lift. Try it on the exhalation, lift. Right arm, left leg, lift. And down, move very slowly. Right arm, left leg, lift. And down. Let's try to lift on the exhalation. Make it smooth. Exhale, lift. You can feel the muscles on both sides of the back working as you're holding your breathing. And then release. Make a pillow out of your hands for a moment. And just breathe. Breathing in. And you can feel your abdomen expand against your surface on which you're lying. You feel the belly expand, the ribs expand. And exhaling out and out and out. And now it's a skydiver, which brings both arms and both legs into play. I'm going to stretch the arms out to the side. All right. Ease your elbows slightly so your shoulders are down from your ears, palms are down. And let's raise both legs. Up you go. Up you go, and you can see that you are flying both legs up, and then make a pillow out of your hands again. Just put your forehead on the hand, breath in, and exhaling out. And again, let's try that again. Stretch the arms up, that's it, and then down. Now, next time, just stretch your right arm out to the side, or one arm out to the side as I'm doing here. And we're going to put the right shoulder to the floor, and turn onto your right side. Just turning right onto the right side. Come off the stretch a bit. Clasp your hands behind you. And then stretch the arms back. Stretch the arms back. And just bring your chin. My chin is up and looking to the ceiling. The legs are very relaxed. And just let the ground, your rug, help you to open the chest again. Breathing, not holding the breath. And we'll try that on the other side. A side cobra. Arm goes back like a log. Go slowly as you turn, and just let this little hinge of your shoulders stretch out. Take your time. Notice I'm sort of pulling my chest forward. Take your time. Now I come off the stretch. That means leaning forward slightly. Reach around, grab a hold of the hands, and then stretch the arms back. Shoulders back. And then I turn my chin, and I stretch the whole front of the body. It really feels wonderful. Many of the ladies in my classes that are pregnant can do a cobra on the side, just like this, and they really enjoy it. All right, that's fine. Now to relax, after we do the cobra series, we come up into a dog pose. And the dog pose is excellent as a relaxation pose after that rather intense back bending. So stretch the arms out in front of you. Reach and stretch so that you get the proper position of where the hands will be and where the feet will be for your dog. You come up onto the knees, back to table, turning the toes under. And now press down. As you come up, press down into the middle finger. It keeps your weight out of your wrist. So you're pressing down on both hands and the middle finger. Hands are open like a star. All right, start pressing down that middle finger and lifting the hips up, head between the upper arms. And we're just going to pause here for a moment in your dog pose. That's good. And now we're going to do a very interesting posture which we've not done before, called the upward facing dog. If upward dog pose is new to you, you might like to watch this for the first time. Open your feet into a wide dog stance, feet hip-width apart. Now inch the palms forward just a bit. We'll start upward dog by slowly lowering the hips. Lift your head and tilting the pelvis. Keep a steady contraction on the thigh muscles. The buttocks stay soft. Start turning the heels out. And now slowly slide your breastbone, the chest, between the upper arms. Elbows slightly bent. Chest is open and shoulders down from your ears. Observe that you are stretching in two opposite directions. Sternum up and legs stretching back. Freedom in the lower back. And now release the posture and return to downward facing dog. Feel how much easier and enjoyable the down dog is the second time. And now flow again into upward dog, lowering your hips, tilting the pelvis, looking forward. Heels start to turn out as you contract firmly the thighs, leaving the buttocks soft, and start to slide the breastbone forward and up. Elbows slightly bent and strong. Freedom in the mid-back. Hold for one more breath. And then relax. Very nice. Make a pillow out of the hands. Turn your cheek and take a deep breath in. And a good sigh out. Oh, good. An interesting pose, upward facing dog. It's deceiving when you watch it, I know, because you think, if you just watch, that a great deal of pressure was put into my lower back, but not at all. And the principle of having the stretch go from your hip bone to back and from the hip bone up is wonderful, and it's one that we'll work with on many, many other postures. So come onto your knees for a moment. Come onto the knees and just sit on your heels again, a little mecha pose of stretching and reaching and stretching. And then let's just come up. We're going to start in a standing position, so I'm going to have you just come up, turn the toes under, walk them in, and reach, bend both knees. Do bend your knees. And then reach around the back of your knees and hold on to your elbows. Holding onto your elbows and just press your ribs, go right to the thigh. Pressing the ribs right to the thigh, and then as you progress, just move your hands down your calves, tailbone up. And also as you progress, you can straighten the legs. But do it one at a time in the first time. And please remember, no aggressiveness with this. It's really the bent knees are the safety caps of your back. And just keeping them soft or really very bent, if you're quite stiff, is just fine with me. The point is to really protect your back. All right, now after that posture, just come up, which stretches the back, come up onto the hands, go up the thighs, and just stand now in Tadasana, standing with your feet very planted on the floor. Breastbone is lifted. Great sky hook at the top of the head. I like to think of Tadasana or standing pose also as returning home, coming back to balance, so that you can really feel the feet rooted to the ground and feel the space above your head, and breathing in and exhaling out. Now, I'm just going to turn sideways here, and I'm going to just swish the weight slightly to the left foot, still keeping that upness, and raising the right leg up, and then raise the right arm up, and then the left arm up, and then you slowly look over your left shoulder, keeping your balance, and then return home, both feet on the floor, and then opposite side. Let's lift tell your right foot you're about to stand on it. That's very, sort of just a little concept, but it does help you to keep your balance and root that right foot whenever you do balancing. And then think of the upness, as then you just lift, and this is balancing in the Stork, and then lift the opposite arm up. That's left to left, right arm parallel, and then you turn to look over your right shoulder. Turn the head, just the head, to look over the shoulder. And back to center. She nearly made it. All right, and then come down. Just put the hands. It's very hard for me to talk and to balance at the same time. I can do it when I practice. All right, come back down. Cross your ankles just for a second. Cross the ankles, breathing in, and a good out. And inhale, sitting up. And stretching now your right leg. This will be my right leg out and the left knee is bent. And we'll do a nice twist. First, turn, look over your right knee. Breath in as you breathe in, stretch up. Exhaling, stretching forward first, and then elbow to knee, and then grab a hold of your big toe. Now, this is my left arm, so put the left arm up and pretend that this left arm is just like a wing of a bird, and your thumb is facing towards the navel, and then pull that wing back and look up to the collarbone. This left collarbone, look up to the ceiling. And then come up, and a little bit different twist is to bring the left arm behind you. And just take your time and try to work the hand around the thigh. Sometimes it's not at all, it's just fine to reach around, grab a hold of the thigh, use your other hand to help you. And then reach for the big toe. If you can't, if you can, if not, hang on to the calf or the big toe. And then just turn from this position. And again, looking up to the ceiling. And then release. All right, let's try the other side. All right, right knee is bent, left leg is stretched out in front of you. It's fun, I think, to give you postures that will challenge you, because I hope that you'll see this class time and time again, and you'll see how you have really grown and deepened. Raise both arms above your head. Breathe in, pull the ribs right out of the waist. The contents behind the ribs up, and exhaling, stretching forward. Good sigh. Remember not to hold your breath. If you can, hold the big toe with the leg straight. But if you're shivering and shaking, please just ease the knee. And we'll turn elbow to the inside of the knee. And then, like this great wing of the right arm is being pulled back and back. And I look up to the ceiling. I'm breathing. Are you? All right. And then come up and let's try that twist of right arm around. I grab a hold. One side will definitely be easier than other. Lean forward any way that you can. Try to grab a hold of the fibers of that muscle, thigh muscle. Big toe, other hand to big toe. And then shoulder back, and you're looking up to the ceiling. Stay in the pose just for a moment and let those muscles stretch out. Try not to resist, but to listen, to soften as you're holding. And then release slowly. Very nice. All right, one more time. Let's do the ankles over, holding on to your instep. Let's do a sniffing breath. Breath in, exhaling out. Remember, toxins are released in the sniffing breath. Raise the shoulders up under your ears, shoulders down, and then sniffing as you come up. Sniffing. Up, 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 and exhaling out. Toxins out. Bring the nose to one knee. Back to center, to the other knee, and back to center. Sniffing breath up. Good, and out. Turn now, and just roll yourself down for relaxation. Posture the feet apart, palms turned upwards, and let's take our time for relaxation. Assume Sarvasana, relaxation pose. Feet well apart, arms alongside of the body, and just tuck the shoulder blades in. It's the same each time. This pose, relaxation pose, signals to the body and to the mind that it's time to relax deeply. Close your eyes and open and close that big jaw muscle, the talking muscle. And then let the lips be lightly closed as you watch your breathing. Comfortable rhythm in and out. Continue breathing. Imagine, daydream, that you still carry the residue of the diseasiness of the day upon your shoulders like a dark cloak. The time has come to release the cloak. Let it drop off. And on your next out-breath, feel this dark cloak release, sinking heavily into the surface on which you are lying. Pause to feel the heaviness, the letting go. And now imagine that you are clothed in a soft white garment, silk, cotton. Feel it lightly touching your body, your skin. And on your in-breath, feel its lightness. Stay present to the expanded feeling of lightness, of easiness, and take it on with you into your day. And then just finish your breath wherever you are. Give yourself a moment to absorb the thoughts. And then raise the arms above your head. Turn over onto your side and come up slowly. Come up slowly. And if ever you'd like to continue relaxing, do. This was a wonderful class for me. I hope it was for you. Until the next time, thank you so much for coming to class. Namaste.